We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Time on, set to kick off.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway in Southern California. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jet sweep to start the drive. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Joshua Kelly taking it in. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. This one caught by Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Incomplete. Chris Harris on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Titans nothing.
They'll try and run forward Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They'll roll him out right. Across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Titans first down.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry, 34 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without him.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. This is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Well, Tim's kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
At the line of scrimmage.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. Incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
This is intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Joey Bosa so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this one complete on the slant route. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. For 23 yards, the final tally. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans capitalize on the short field. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got 1st down, then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. To the air again, Herbert. Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off right around the 43. Now he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30s. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try the air now with Herbert. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks up, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
At their own 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill. Right side, Henry's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And it's caught by Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A toss left, Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Tannehill. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
1st and 10. At the
running on 1st down, Eckler. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 44.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it. He needs better protection, that's for sure. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Jeffrey Simmons. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
throwing now, Tannehill rolling to his right. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis there to make the grab. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise...
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating. Going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Well, we are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Time on, set to kick off.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway in Southern California.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25. Yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards on the
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Titans.
Derrick Henry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Charger territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Henry. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, it's Henry. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
4 yards.
So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal is there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield trying to get a touchdown.
Confidence.
Why not? Let's go.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Pushing off and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 26 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Down and 9.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they are going for it. Herbert now. It's incomplete. A curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. First down carry for Henry. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, here's Henry. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
With the score, Titans 8, Chargers nothing.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He can run for it, and he will. pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down. Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Eckler, the ball carrier. He's taken down.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring it down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look.
He lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Out to his left. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 4th down, here's Steven Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. To the air again, Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith as the first half is winding down. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This is a counter play. Eckler, and good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
41-yard line.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At the 49-yard line.
Going on the ground with Eckler. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Brings up second and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Hunter Henry there to make the grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. From the gun, Herbert. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game.
Chargers 8. Ty Long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. That's to his running back, complete. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film? We're supposed to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Herbert on first down now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39.
First and 10 at the 30.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Has it left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Dory Jackson, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Tannehill going to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
On second down now, it's Henry.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Anthony Ferguson, 28 yards. And the Titans, and now they're going to fake it.
What a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw in the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it in action?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A gain there of 21 yards. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And that's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On first and 10, Herbert. That's caught by Jackson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
The 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Herbert back to the air. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. One last throw here for Herbert. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over.
Chargers 14.
Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.